Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Beitler back for a new star story. So the title of our story today is The Perfect Pet. That's the name of the story. Our author is Margie Palantini. Okay, she wrote the words for the story. The illustrator is Bruce Watley. He drew the pictures. All right, so let's look at the front cover of our book today. What do you see on the cover? Think. Go ahead and tell me or a learning coach at home. What do you see on the front cover? Right, there are a lot of different animals around this girl in the picture. There are some of the animals that some of the animals that people keep as pets. Okay, so we might see a turtle, a bird, we see a mouse, a bunny rabbit, a cat, a fish, and a dog. Okay, so the title of our story is The Perfect Pet. When we say something is perfect, we mean that it is exactly right. So if this story is about the perfect pet, I wonder if it is about one of these pets. Think. Which animal do you think is exactly the right pet? Okay, let's read the story to see if it tells which of these animals is the perfect pet. Here's our title page, The Perfect Pet. Ooh, what pet do we see here on our title page? What is that pet? A snake. Let's see. Elizabeth really wanted a pet. Her parents really did not. They gave her a plant instead. Mind you, it was a very good-looking plant, as cactus plants go. So she got a cactus. And it had quite a prickly sense of humor. Elizabeth named it Caroline, which seemed to suit it just fine. It was absolutely no trouble, and it was a very good listener. Snuggling was a bit of a challenge. However, Elizabeth did manage a quick hug now and then. Elizabeth really did like the plant, but she still really wanted a pet, and she had a plan. So Elizabeth has a plan for getting a pet. Think. Go ahead and tell me or a learning coach at home, what might the word plan mean? Go ahead. Right, she had an idea about how to get a pet. So what do you think her plan is before we keep reading? Go ahead and tell me or a learning coach at home. All right, let's keep going. The element of surprise. So, how about a horse? Huh? What? Who? Said father. Who? What? Huh? Said mother. So Elizabeth calls her first plan the element of surprise. Do you think her parents are surprised when she wakes them up in the night to ask about getting a horse? How can you tell that they're surprised? Go ahead and tell me or a learning coach at home. Yeah, look at their faces. We can look at their face and see they're feeling surprised to be woken up. And Elizabeth was telling them about her plan of how to get a horse. Let's keep going. I could ride it, give it carrots, lumps of sugar. A horse would be the perfect pet. What do you say? Father yawned. A horse is too big. Mother sighed. Our yard is too small. Why, it would eat us out of house and home, said Father. A horse is not quite perfect, dear, said Mother, going back to sleep. Not quite perfect, said Father, sleepily. Scratch the horse. Catch them off guard. That's her next plan. What about a dog? Huh? What? Who? Said Father as he stood in front of the mirror shaving. Who? What? Huh? Said Mother, peeking from behind the shower curtain and dripping soapy water. Oh, she wanted a dog. I could take it for walks, teach it tricks, feed it treats, play fetch. A dog would be the perfect pet. What do you think? Father spit shaving cream. Dogs bark. They're much too loud. Mother grabbed a towel. They jump all over the furniture. A dog is not quite perfect, Elizabeth, said Father as he shaved. Not quite perfect, called Mother from the shower. Forget Fido. So Mother and Father don't think a dog is perfect. What do you think Elizabeth is going to do next? Go ahead and tell me, or a learning coach at home. Okay, let's see if it's true. The full stomach. Burp. You know what would hit the spot right about now? Asked Elizabeth. I'm thinking a cat. Huh? What? Who? Said Father. Who? What? Huh? Said Mother. So Elizabeth wants a cat now. Let's see if it's the perfect pet for them. A cat could lick the plates, curl up in my lap, drink leftover milk, and we'd always know what to do with all the extra string. A cat would be the perfect pet. So, how about it? Father picked up the newspaper. Cat scratch. Mother cleared the table. Cat shed all over. A cat is definitely not the perfect pet, said Father. Achoo! I'm sneezing already, said Mother. Cross off kitty. All right, I don't think a cat's gonna work for them. Go for broke. How about a bird? Bunny, turtle, fish, guinea pig, rat, any? All? Take your pick, said Elizabeth. Her parents looked at each other. Nope, afraid not quite, too fishy, don't even go there. What's left? Moaned Elizabeth. So Elizabeth asks about many other animals, but her parents don't like any of them. So Elizabeth wonders what other kind of animal she can have for a pet. Think. What other animal can Elizabeth ask for as her pet? Go ahead and tell me, or your learning coach at home. All right, let's keep going to see if that pet is the one that she ends up picking. Doug. Elizabeth was thinking she would never ever find the really, really, really perfect pet when, what do you know, she really, really did. In fact, she almost stepped on it. Right there on her rug, a bug. Elizabeth picked him up. She held him in her hand, looked him in the eyes. He wasn't too big. He most definitely was not too loud. He couldn't jump on the furniture, didn't scratch, didn't shed, and how much food could he possibly eat? He was the perfect pet. Caroline totally agreed. Remember, her plant's name was Caroline. Okay, let's see what do you think Elizabeth's parents are going to say about that bug? Let's keep reading to find out. Snug. Doug moved right into the lovely house in the corner of Elizabeth's room. It had everything a bug could possibly want and more, including his very own cactus plant, as Caroline was only a hop, skip, and jump away. He truly enjoyed sunning himself in her sand. Look at him over here sunning in the sand. Of course, Elizabeth provided him with enough crumbs to satisfy any growing bug's appetite. As expected, their relationship was a tad different than the usual. Doug could not give Elizabeth a pony ride. She could not take him for a walk. He could not catch a ball or fetch, no matter how many times they practiced. And try as he might, Doug just couldn't get the hang of playing with string. But he was very helpful with homework. He always knew where to put a decimal or a period. And he loved snuggling up with Elizabeth each night for a story. What more could you ask for? He was perfect. Unsnugged. With all of those crumbs and plenty of sun, Doug grew by leaps and bounds. He was one big, healthy bug, and then some. Look how big he's getting. The only trouble really came one Saturday morning, many weeks later. Elizabeth's mother came into her bedroom to get the laundry and, "There's a bug in that bed," she screamed. "A bug," shouted Father, ready to swat. "That's Doug," said Elizabeth very protectively. "He's my pet." Her parents looked at each other. "Pet?" "Pet," said Elizabeth, "just like you wanted. He's not big like a horse. He isn't loud like a dog. He doesn't jump on furniture, scratch, or shed, and he hardly eats a thing." "But a bug?" asked Father. "A bug," repeated Mother. "Doug," said Elizabeth, "and he's perfect." So it seems like Elizabeth's parents don't think a bug is a good pet. Do you think, I want you to think, do you think that they will let Elizabeth keep Doug? Why or why not? Tell me or your learning coach at home. All right, let's find out if they let her keep him. One big happy family. "Think we should have said yes to the dog," whispered Father to Mother. Mother shrugged. "I don't know. We have more room on the couch with the bug." Elizabeth smiled and tossed Doug a piece of popcorn. The end. So, do you think Doug is the perfect pet for Elizabeth? Why or why not? Go ahead and tell me or your learning coach at home. And remember, Elizabeth said she had a plan or an idea about how to get her parents to give her a pet? Think about the story we just read. How did her plan work out? Did she get a pet? Right, she did, didn't she? She ended up with a what? A bug named Doug, right? She might have not ended up with any of these pets that we saw on the front cover, but she did end up with a pet. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed reading The Perfect Pet with me, and I will see you again soon. Bye, everybody.